I'm going to spill the tea, or quite frankly, in my case, the coffee, on content marketing and planning it, in this case, for the month of January. So if you're like already into January by a couple of days and you're freaking out and going, oh, it's too late for the month, I missed January 1st or whatever, or I just put up a New Year's post and I don't know what else to put, I'm going to show you how you can plan with me the rest of your January, no matter where you're at. And it'll give you kind of like an idea of how to do things month by month after that. So let's take a look at a digital calendar and see what I would do during the first pass of plugging in content types and content themes. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Okay, so nothing is really worse than looking at an entirely blank screen. There's like nothing on here, or okay, maybe auto-populated or some of the biggest holidays for the month of January in the United States. But other than that, we have a pretty blank slate, and that can be intimidating. But if you saw my previous video, which we'll link down in the show notes below, you saw how top level we planned out our content, at least conceptually, for the whole year. So now I'm going to take the work that I did in January and I'm going to start layering that in to get a head start, one pass at a time. So let me show you what the first pass will look like on my calendar. Okay, but first, before I do anything else, I've got some quick work to do in my student group for Funnel Dynasty, which is, my big mastermind offering with a course and one-on group coaching. So I have to post some assignments for the day really quick, and then I can get right back at it. So just a second. Okay, so while the major holidays are already plugged in according to Google in this case, since I'm using my Google Calendar, I did go through, and important for me when I plan out my calendar for content, whether it's sales-based content or relationship-based content, I have to plug in when school is closed, when there might be half days and stuff like that, because I need to be aware of that. So when I am creating content, maybe ideally I'm not creating any while my son's home. Or if there's a half day, I am creating content and having it all ready to go or sent out to my video editor before my son comes home, right? Because for those of us with children or dependents, we don't want to have to worry about shushing them, or do we have a quiet home or a quiet office to work in? So as you can see, I plugged in the 2 days that I know in January, besides January 1st, that my son's school will be closed. So that's like the first pass. If you don't have any children or any dependents in school, then you can go on to the next pass. I'm enjoying this. Okay, so this next pass is all about something that you should have zero shame about planning, and that is planning out your income-based content marketing. Your sales-based content marketing. When is that going to show up in your calendar? So obviously, we have to plug in the days for your sales promotions to take place. And on the days that your sales promotion's taking place, well, we have to have content to go with it. So let's get that in our calendar next. Okay, so as you can see, the pre-added US holidays, I changed the color from green to purple because I wanted to take that dark money green color and use it to signify when my straight up sales based promotions are going to go down, at least 2 a month. I teach all of my students to do that. And so I need to at least have 2 sales based promotions myself. That, as you can see on the calendar, the dates are when these promotions will run. One for Funnel Dynasty and another one for the February 2023 Popularity Plan pack of assets. I sell a Popularity Plan pack of assets every month. So, I need to plan out 2 minimum. So this way I'm making enough offers to really feel like a business to my own following. You never want to do less than 2 offers. So there you have them. They're in there. You can certainly do a promotion every single day of the month if you want to. You're a business, right? So you're going to be making offers. You're going to sell. So as you can see, I've got 2 minimum in there. I can always add more. So the days that I have blocked off in green, those are going to be the days that I can do other types of content marketing too. But for sure, I want to at least have a straight up sales-based promotion piece of content go out and email and on social media at least posts talking about the actual promotion of each of the 2 products, Funnel Dynasty in the beginning of the month and the Popularity Plan, in my case, towards the end of the month. Okay, I think the natives are kind of restless here. Lighting's kind of crappy. Just hold up. Bear with me. Bear with me. Cats have got to be fed. They are not waiting any longer. Let's go, guys. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, everybody. Hey, Cookie. Cookie. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. You're hungry, right? Oh, little girl. Don't beg for food. We're going to feed you. You begging? Are you begging? Oh, my goodness. Hi, girl. All right, where's Benwina? Benwina? Benwina, it's time to be fed, girl. Come on, let's go. Let's go eat. Come on. There you are, Benwina. Oh, you woke up from a nap? Hey, pretty girl. Oh. Woo. Whoop, little girl, little girl. Hi, you okay? Are you okay, Cupcake? You want some food? Do you want some food? Hey, girl. Leave some for everybody else, okay? Woo, here we go. Hello. Come on, guys. There you go. There you go. Come on, Cupcake. Come on. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, this is going down way too easy. But you know, it's not going to be too easy if I don't have like a little bit of help, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. It's going in and plugging in content in terms of relationship marketing. So I'm going to have a lot of days that are open on the calendar at this point, and I need to plug in all of my different like ideas and themes to try and cover as many days as I can, on my social media channels. Okay, so in this next pass at the calendar, as you can see, for the month of January, as you can see, I have the days that my son will be home because school's closed. I changed this to red, and I'm going to carry this through for the rest of the other months following January. So this shows me, again, it reminds me that he's going to be home all day, and so I'm either not going to be publishing content on that day, or I'm going to have to create it in advance and have it scheduled out because I can't guarantee myself a quiet house if I'm going to do a live stream. I can't guarantee myself a quiet house if I want to shoot content for my YouTube videos or YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels, right? So, if you always have children at home, then you're going to have to create content and nevertheless do it. But in this case, I have a high schooler, so, as you can see for the month of January, school isn't closed all that much. So I only really have 3 days total in the month where I know he's going to be home during the week, and so I just have to take that into account as I'm creating content. I might even discuss the fact, if I do a live stream, that my son's home, right? So if he shows up during the live stream, everybody's prepared. And I can clown around with him and kick him out. But in the meantime, this kind of banana orange color, I'm not done plugging in all the different ideas for content that I can publish to social media, but at least I'm getting ideas. What I have plugged in so far is about 15 days worth of content. 14 because I'm not including New Year's, where I'm going to be putting out content thanks to my Popularity Plan package. So every month I sell a popularity plan pack that has 15 graphics that are already done relating to anything from holidays to like these quote unquote tentpole events like Spaghetti Days, a day that's specifically held aside for those that love spaghetti, right? And I can have from my popularity plan packs 15 graphics that correspond with 15 holidays / tentpole events that also have 15 corresponding pre-written captions to save me time, so I can easily get up posts around 15 days of the month thanks to my popularity plan pack for that month. So this way I don't have to write all my captions from scratch for up to 15 days a month, right? They also have 4 templated emails that are assigned one to each week of the month or one to each of at least 4 weeks in a month. So this way I'm not writing those completely from scratch either. But these other days that are open, I can choose not to publish content on those days. But me personally, I like to add content every single day of the month if I can, if my health will allow, because social media is getting just more increasingly competitive. So I'm definitely going to go in and create more tentpole events or more themes for each of the days so that ideally I get up content every single day of the week, right? So, it's a lot of work to go plan out an entire month's worth of content, right? It's one thing to plug in the dates that you might want to take off or you might have holiday or vacation. It's another to plug in dates where you realize your kids might be home and you may or may not be able to create fresh content that day, but you may or may not need to have stuff up and scheduled on, your social media platforms where your niche is going to be finding you and your content, right? It's quite another thing to plug in dates for sales and to be more mindful that you're going to have sales promotions every single month, at least 2. You want to make more money, you have to make more offers. But it's yet another thing altogether to think about what sort of talking points you're going to have when you go and create content to put up every single day on your social media. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it Instagram Reels? Is it TikTok? Are you putting up content on Pinterest? Are you going and doing live streams? Are you going to create a YouTube video, once a week or more? It really does depend on what it is that you want to do, but you need to have a talking point. And I love holidays and tentpole events for relationship marketing based purposes because it increases your odds of being discoverable by your ideal customer. It also gives you an opportunity to keep whatever kind of brand-based community that you have going. You have talking points with them. You stay top of mind. You don't just disappear because you're posting like once a week and that's it. Not every caption needs to be long. Not every point needs to be deep and profound. But I just think it's best to do content marketing on a daily or at least near daily basis on the top 2 social media platforms that are most important for your niche. When they discover your Instagram account or TikTok or what have you, if they see that you're not posting very often, that there's not much of a community rallying around your content, it's going to be harder to grow. So hopefully this video helped you see my process in terms of like coming up with ideas to cover every day of the week or close to it, so that I can continue to nurture the community I already have and to also grow it one post at a time. And now that I think about it, before I leave you, one bonus tip here. And that is, you might have seen like me plugging in certain like tentpole events, like for example, Hot Tea Day. And you might be like, well, if I'm not selling tea or I'm not a food service establishment that sells tea or I don't sell like tea mixes or teacups or anything like that, okay, I could create a piece of content for Hot Tea Day, which in this example is like January 12th. And, you know, I can talk about it, but like if it doesn't have anything to do with my business, should I really be talking about it, or am I just kind of wasting my time, Stacey? To which I would say you're not. You could look at this two different ways. You're building a relationship with the audience you already have and becoming discoverable by other people who might like tea or hot tea. But number two, you could be using that in a playful way too. Like you want to spill the tea on behind the scenes of a business like yours. You might be spilling the tea, in terms of something that goes on in your industry that you don't agree with. And in fact, you really take issue with, and why. If you're really creative, you can come up with a talking point that has to do with any holiday or tentpole event that, your ideal customer might discover you about one piece of content at a time. So get creative. If you get the popularity plan, the 15 holidays or tentpole events, say in this example for the month of January, yes, you get a graphic that's already done that you could alter in, in the software of your choice, or you could use it as is. We try to leave them kind of neutral so that everybody can use them if they want. They also come with pre-templated captions that basically write the whole deal for you. So if you found this video valuable at all, do me a favor. Give a nice subscribe. There's going to be a lot of great content here to help you see not just what to do, but as much as possible how to do it, how content marketing and content marketing for conversions looks like out in the wild, out in real life. And I'd love it if you gave me a big thumbs up and let me know what other types of videos you want me to make over the course of 2023. I certainly have plenty of ideas, but I also want to hear from you.